Hello and welcome. As you know that to set up GitLab pipeline, we have two main components. The first component is .gitlab-ci.yml file. We already discussed about this file in the previous video. Today we are going to talk about another component known as GitLab runner. This GitLab runner is the most important part of the GitLab CICD pipeline. So please watch this video carefully. First of all, I have introduction. What is GitLab runner? GitLab runner is an agent that works with the GitLab CICD to run jobs in pipeline. Now, we can say that it is a kind of software that we need to install in the system. These runners are agents that can run on a various environment such as Linux, Windows, Mac OS and Kubernetes. I just want to give you one detail and you will easily understand about how this particular component is actually working. In the previous video, we have created one pipeline, as you know that, right? I'm going to open this pipeline. Okay, see, I'm going to open this project. This is the same project that we have used in the last video, and this is our gitlab-ci.yml file. Now, if I'm going to open this, okay, here we have this echo, hello, and GitLab user login, right? Now, the question over here is, in which system this command is actually executed? We have run all these commands, but how it was executed? Because if you want to execute this command, we must have compute system. I'm asking you another question. Let's say that if I want to execute Windows command, then we must have Windows system, right? So, when we have executed this particular command and when we are going to the pipeline, okay, here you can find out that these all commands are executed. But where it was executed? All this command actually executed into the runner. And in the previous example, our runner was actually Linux machine. Now, you may have another question that, okay, we got it, but how we can define this runner? I'm going to talk about this, okay, but I want you to understand that without runner, you cannot execute this job, okay. So, you will get this idea step by step when we are going to talk about another topics. So, let's understand how it works. When pipeline is triggered, for example, by pushing the code to the repository, GitLab sends the detail of the job to be run to the GitLab runner. The runner then executes the job according to the instructions in the .gitlab-ci.yml file and reports the result back to the GitLab. And this is what we are getting result from here, right? Now, the question is types of runners. How we can define runner, and there are two types of runner. So, we are going to discuss about this as well. There are two main types of GitLab runner that you can utilize for your CICD pipeline. The first, we call it SaaS runner or shared runner, and the second one is self-managed runner. So, we can define two types of runner over here, SaaS and self-managed runner. You know, 2 years ago, we also call it SaaS runner, also call it like a shared runner. So, it is the same. Each type serves different use case and offers distinct advantages depending on the project requirements. GitLab CICD platform is designed with the flexibility in mind, supporting both SaaS runner for ease of use and accessibility and self-managed runner for control and customization. So, when we are going to use GitLab, we have both options available. Now, let's talk about SaaS runner first. Introduction. SaaS runners are provided and managed by GitLab. By default, runners are enabled for all the project. You can disable the runner if you have the owner role for the project. They are convenient choice for a small and medium sized project or for those who just starting with the CICD, as they require no setup or maintenance effort for the users. With SaaS runner, you can run your job on Linux runner, GPU runner, Windows runner, and Mac OS runner. We have created this first pipeline and it was executed very easily, very smoothly. Why? Because in this particular project, we have used our SaaS runner. Now you may have question that, okay, but from where we are going to get it? Okay, so to find out detail about your SaaS runner, you can go to your project, then you can go to the setting, and here you will get this CICD. Now I'm going to the CICD. Now here, if you scroll down, you will get the detail about runners. See, this is the runners, and I'm going to click on expand. Now if you look at this, okay, here we have two options. One, it is instance runner, then we have project runner. Instance runners means actually SaaS runner or shared runner, okay, and this runner is actually shared between all the projects you have. You can also set up a group runner. If you have a project group, then you can use it, or the another type that we are going to discuss about, like I want a specific runner for my project only, then we are going to talk about the project runner. Project runner, like we have to set up this and it is our own server. Okay, we will discuss about this, but right now this is what we call it SaaS runner. Now, if you look at over here, enable instance runner for this project, so it was actually enabled, and because of this, we are able to run our job for this particular GitLab project. Now what I am doing to test this, I am going to disable this. It means I don't want your SaaS runner or instance runner. Okay, now I am trying to execute the job in the CI/CD pipeline, and let's verify what is actually happening. Okay, so going to the repository again, and here I am going to make some changes. As you know that when you are going to make some changes, when you make any commit over there, this pipeline will run using this .gitlab-ci.yml file. Okay, so I am going to click on test file. I am going to click on edit single file, because I just want to add some sample commit over here. Okay, so I am going to say new change, and I am going to commit this change. As you know that when we are going to make any commit, okay, the GitLab pipeline will automatically executed over here. Now let's see the status of the pipeline. Okay, so going to the build and going to the pipeline. Now if you look at this, see the status. Pipeline status is pending. Why? Because we don't have runner. Right now runner is disabled, and because there is no runner available, this status is pending. Now what I am doing, I am going to the settings again, going to the CICD and going to the runner, and I am going to enable this runner. Before this, if you look at this available instance runner, there are 80 runners who is actually running over there. Some of the runners are Windows, some of the runners are Linux, some of the runners are based on the Linux containers, Docker containers. These are executed automatically. We don't need to worry about this. Yes, it is having limited power. We are going to discuss about the advantages and disadvantages, but whenever you will create any project, and if you are using the SaaS based runners, okay, the system will get any runner automatically. Let's say that if you have Windows command, it is going to use Windows runner. If you have a Linux commands in the script, it is going to select a Windows. It means runner will be selected by GitLab automatically. We don't need to worry about this. Right now what I am doing, I am going to enable this and going to the pipeline again. Because now we have runner available, see this pipeline is actually running. Okay, Recently, GitLab provided us one advantage as well.
Hello everyone, sorry to disturb you. I am sure you guys are enjoying our GitLab course. If you want full access of this course having 83 videos, you can enroll it from our portal. First 100 students will get special discount. There is some limitation on YouTube, we are unable to give you support, but once you become our community member, our instant support is included, lifetime updation, completion certification, and additionally, weekly lifetime live session with our expert Bhavesh Atal. We want to improve your skills anyhow, so that's why we added 5 projects as well. We are also available on Udemy. Still, you have any doubts, any queries, you can contact me on my personal number. Thank you.